everybody. This is Dana with the Freedom Please channel and essenceofme.com. I am coming to you all with another update on my 100-day personal challenge. And I'm recording like all in one day, so I will not get off guard or whatever. Anyway, off schedule. Okay, this is officially the end today of week 4. This week honestly was rocky. It was rocky because of the holiday on Monday, which was good for resting, not good for food. and and I think overall, because of trying to hit the goal for writing, it just made my schedule a lot tighter than I think I was really prepared for. So that's kind of just, being very honest. So I'm going to start at the top and work my way down. With my food, I did okay. So if I had to say yes or no, I would give myself a no. And I'm going to tell you why. I did not, there was a couple of days where I wanted sweets so bad. And so I had some candy. Okay, I said it. Um, I also had 2 veggie burgers, but that wasn't bad. I did those with whole wheat buns and the small boca. So that was actually good. I just had my normal fruits, vegetables. As far as I've been loving watermelon. I always do this time of year. It's just so super easy. So with the food, except for the 2 days where I wanted candy and I had the candy, everything else went good. I am noticing that I really need to try my best to posting on my fitness pal just so that I can get a better gauge in my head how many calories I'm taking in, because with my running distance increasing, I need to kind of bump it up with my calories just so that I'm not sluggish by the end of the day. Okay, that was my week 1. My week 2, which was activity went great. I Monday, I just did stuff around the house. I'm not even gonna tell a story. I went out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday was the rest day because Saturday, which is today, is my long run with the group. My group runs are going great. Today we did a little under 6 miles. Um, and during the week I'm doing 3 runs on my own. And usually on Mondays, if it wasn't a holiday, I usually go out for a walk or something. But with that said, I am really, this week, as far as my training is concerned, I already have it calendared and what I'm going to do. I did not try to reintroduce the insanity this past week, because of adding in the group runs on Saturdays. But I really did not see a significant difference in my time for my weekly runs. So it makes me wonder if I really can do the insanity, and I just got to get over the hump of just being super sore and um, not running or doing anything on Friday, so that my legs are rested and everything for Saturday runs. And so with that said, instead of doing the normal 6-day insanity, I would be doing more like 3 or 4: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I would do 4 because Friday I would do nothing, and then Saturday is long run, so I wouldn't do anything else. And Sunday I would be Sunday and Fridays are kind of like my complete rest days. Um, Friday I've been trying to get in some stretching, and so maybe doing something like Pilates or something like that. But that is usually pretty light on the legs and not anything extra or over the top. And so with that said, that means I really would be just 6 weeks working out, 1 week off. Yeah, I guess that's the plan this week, to try. And the reason why I keep trying to work insanity in is because last time, once I hit about week 4, I noticed a big difference in my speed and my endurance. But up until that point, you just are so slow and you feel sluggish. And at the time I was pretty much training by myself, so me being slow is wasn't an issue, other than not wanting to be super slow. But when you're doing group runs, you don't want to, no one's left behind, and so you don't want the whole group kind of thrown off because you're slow, because your legs are sore, etc. So that's why I'm gonna try this week. Um, we'll see. Especially because the summer schedule for our household kind of starts not this coming week, but next week, and so it would be I have to be very focused to get my workouts done before it's time to start driving kids around to summer camps. So we'll see. Yeah, and I this week go from next week and go from 2 kids to 4 kids for the next month. So yeah. So that was activity. I'm like, can you see that my energy is like, I just, yeah, got up at 4 o'clock, and I had to be out of the house by 4:45 in order to make my 6 o'clock run because of my drive. Um, I'm drinking coffee. Okay, what was that? Activity, writing. Ugh, I just so totally missed the goal. I totally missed the goal. Um, what happened? Okay, and you all know that this is a blog. If you feel like this is not the lane you want to go into as far as listening to information and all that stuff, I totally understand. I'm doing this because, one, for myself, two, because um, people ask and people want to know about. I dropped my crushing needle. I know my crushing hook. Sorry. uh, People ask about, how to lose weight and everything, and or how to get in shape, and how you do it, or how did you lose 60 pounds or whatever. This is how. It may seem right now like, oh, it's dragging, but the reality is, in order for you to find something that works for you, you're going to have to try some things. You're going to have to test some things out. You may start off working someone else's plan, but you may have to do something that's better for you and what works for you. And that all, again, is trial and error. Um, Trial and success. I don't want to say trial and error. Trial and success. And I say trial and success because you don't know what will work or not work until you try it. And even though I feel when I look at my schedule, I have hours to do certain things, I'm not always the best at guesstimating, like now, how it will kind of wipe me out for a little bit, and how those couple of hours, whether it's needing to nap or sitting to read to kind of just gather myself, and those hours in a day add up. And so if I'm planning things or stacking things too tightly, I'm not doing what's best, for me and for my body and for my overall goals, and not just my short-term goals. For my crocheters that just see my cast off video. So with that said, this week with the writing, that didn't go. I did a good job. Well, my husband hates when I say that, but when I say I didn't do it and then try to cover it up by saying what I did good. So again, if I had to say yes or no, it would be a no. My goal was to do 20,000 words. I was nowhere near that. I'm not. It was nowhere near. Not even close. So with that said, what did I do? I had a Towards the beginning of the week, I realized where I wanted to go for the week. I did write out my schedule because I said I was going to work on scheduling, and that went pretty good until like Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday was kind of like winging it because I didn't do a good job of checking back in with my schedule. So, again, lesson learned. And Monday and Tuesday, I pretty much did planning and outlining, and that went really well. The story that I'm working on is actually going a lot better than I thought, and it's going a way that I didn't think, which I always like and enjoy. That the kind of characters are progressing. Oh, I'm sorry, I was on my own. Progressing in a way that I wasn't expecting. And then on Wednesday, I'm pretty much out of it just because I'm prepping for teaching Bible study. Between Tuesday evening and Wednesday, I'm usually reviewing my notes and going over everything that I need to do for Wednesday night. And so I didn't start it back up again until Thursday, which kind of threw me off because I did not have all the planning done on Tuesday during the day that I expected to have, so that I would have been prepped for Thursday. So when Thursday came, which was a lot of fun, one of my writing buddies online, her name is Lois, and she hosted a 5K writing day. And so that day, half of the day I spent outlining and plotting, and the other half I spent writing. And in the end, I think I had like 4,000 words, like right under 4,000 words. So this week, I probably had somewhere in the ballpark of maybe 6,000 words. I didn't even hit the halfway point. So this week I'm gonna say that 20,000 again. I'm gonna say it again. I'm saying until I hit it, because if I do, yeah, if I made it so that if I did the way that I did that day I did a little under 4,000 words, and if I would have not had, if I wouldn't have spent the morning plotting and outlining and spent the morning writing as well, I could have easily had 5,000 words. So the problem is prepping before I do it, which is okay because the story that I'm working on, even though I stopped that day just to do some writing, it's pretty much all done with the outlining. I just have a few more chapters that I need to kind of get sketched out. And so, with that said, I really do believe it's possible for me to have, a 5K writing experience several times a week. So I'm gonna try it again this week. As far as hitting that 5K and seeing how that goes. So that was it for writing. I One of the big bonuses or perks that I did this week is I did spend several days doing the writing and writing almost every day, which has been one of my goals. Now, the level of productivity that I wanted, I have not had yet, not consistently, but you got to get there. So it's a process. With that said, I also did a good job as far as still getting in my crocheting that I wanted to work on. I was doing it at least an hour or so a day, and so I was able to really make progress on the stuff that I showed in my cast off crew videos. Um, and so all in all, that was good. So with the week, this is kind of one of my longest updates. Um, this week it's going to be kind of really critical, in my opinion. It's critical because I wanted to have kind of all of the moving components of this challenge for myself worked in by day 30. Because with the kind of some of the studies or whatever or articles that I looked up and found that I didn't save, it was saying that, usually when you're on that when you're making those good habit changes, it's really when you hit over the 60-day that you can miss a day of doing something and still get right back into it and not like go in a slump and one day turns into two and so on and so forth. So with that said, that means for me, I want it by day 30 that all the components are worked in and that I have my scheduling. And so then from there through day 100, I would just be working on doing those things every single day. So that means um, today is day 27 or something, 27. I think today's day 27. And if I have everything in order by day 30, when I have everything in order for day 30, that means I would have 70 days of having all of the moving components and everything that was important for me to work in for this challenge worked in. So that's so this week I'm going to I think the focus is really going to just be on time management. That's the way I would say it, because I'm saying scheduling, but really it's time management, especially because knowing next week I will have the summer plans or camps and stuff picking up. So I really want to make sure that I um, get that in. And as far as my writing, I'm going for the 20,000 words again. So let me go back over everything and then I'll wrap this with a bow. Food, staying on point and focus. I know that I've been having a few more carbs than I was having before as far as complex carbs. But the reason why is because with the additional running. And so what I've been doing is doing more whole grains, which is fine. So with the food, I've been okay. Trying to stay away from the candy. Okay. That's the food. Activity, I'd already said it. I want to have at least 6 days of activity, and really for the 70 days that are coming up after that 30-day point, I really need to even have on Sundays probably just doing another stretching or something for at least 30 minutes so that it really will be 7 days a week, because really I don't want to have those pockets of doing nothing if I'm trying to work in that. So this week will be my normal running schedule, and then I'm gonna try to shoot. I'm gonna try for doing the insanity the 4 days, Monday through Thursday, and see, because the good thing is next Saturday's group run is, I think, only maybe it's 7 miles. I can't think right now. So that's the activity. With my writing, I'm going for 20,000 words again. With my quest for time management, it's really going to be about me continuing to wake up early and getting started early. I usually wake up about 4:30 or 5, and I read, I pray, and then if I have time before I have to actually go out to run, I will lay down and take a nap, which is not good because I usually don't go out to run until about 6:30, and I read for an hour, I pray for an hour, and and if I get up at 4:30, or like 4, usually my alarm goes off at 4, and I, do all your morning stuff until about 4:15 or so, I am reading. So even that little 15-minute nap can turn into 30 minutes, and I'll look up at 7 o'clock. I'm going out at 7 o'clock, and it's hot and muggy. So anyways, so with the time management, focus, Dana. With the time management, I want to get up at 4. I'm going to get up at 4 and get started at 4, so that my Bible reading and praying in the morning would be 2 hours, then get put on my running clothes and be out the door by 6:15 ish. And then on days when I don't, yeah, something like that, 4 o'clock at the latest, 4:30. Yeah. So yeah, we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. So that's it. I will be back, Lord's will, next Saturday. I am proud of myself for doing this and sticking to my video updates and really allowing myself to have this time for me. And documenting it has helped me to see where I usually stumble in the process. Hiccups in the schedule, unexpected changes, and usually what happens with those things are will I'll make adjustments so that other people's stuff will get done, but then I don't get back where I need to be. And so I don't. That's not going to continue. It can't. It just really can't. And so that's it. I think that's it. I hope you all have a fantastic week. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, leave them in the comment box for me. I'll look forward to coming back again next week and letting you all know how it goes. I am claiming victory over this coming week, and I am living expectancy that I can tell you I wrote 20,000 words in 1 week. Oh, here we go. So with that said, have a fantastic week. I'll talk with you all sooner than later, and have a great weekend. Goodbye.